Your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Monday, September 15th, 2025. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. What a spectacular weekend. I do hope that you had a chance to see maybe some music at the Annapolis Songwriters Festival. Al Jardine and the 10,000 Maniacs were both amazing. Maybe you took in the sights and sounds at the Kunta Kinte Heritage Festival up at the fairgrounds, or maybe grab some Maryland seafood at the Maryland Seafood Festival. I hope you had a great weekend. Now, this OMG fact is a myth buster for me. Some species of praying mantis cannot copulate while their head is attached. The female initiates sex by ripping the male's head off. Now, I always thought that whole head ripping thing happened after the fact. And with that, we do have some news to catch up on, so let's get into it, shall we? A suspicious vehicle call led the Anne Arundel County Police to a very troubling discovery at the Arundel Mills Mall in Hanover. At around 8:45 p.m. on September 11th, officers found an unoccupied blue Ford Explorer with a semi-automatic rifle visible inside. A search turned up a stolen Ruger handgun, a stolen SCCY handgun, multiple rounds of ammunition, loaded magazines, and body armor. A 56-year-old man from Upper Marlboro was detained and arrested. Authorities say he is prohibited from owning firearms and now faces multiple weapons charges. The Annapolis Historic Preservation Commission and Mayor Buckley scored a legal win this week after a circuit court judge upheld its approval of the Maritime Welcome Center at City Dock. The ruling clears the way for the construction of the Harbor Master's new headquarters and upgraded amenities for boaters, including luxury showers, laundry, package delivery, and workspace. Annapolis Mayor Gavin Buckley likened the improvements to airports needing terminals and highways, needing rest stops, arguing a premier sailing destination needs to meet the practical needs of visiting mariners. The center is part of a bigger plan to combat flooding and sea level rise, though the project still faces at least a $33 million funding gap. Work is expected to begin once the fall boat shows pack up in mid-October. On the football field, Navy bounced back from a rough start to handle Tulsa 42-23 at the H.A. Chapman Stadium. Quarterback Blake Horvath committed 3 early turnovers, but recovered to rush for 159 yards and score while passing for another touchdown. Alex Teska and Eli Heidenreich combined for 3 touchdowns, and the midshipmen's ground game racked up 367 yards. The defense settled in after giving up 14 points early, forcing turnovers and holding Tulsa to 140 rushing yards. Navy is now 3-0 for the second straight season and gets a week off before hosting Rice here at home on September 27th. Boy, I'll tell you, fans of local history turned out last month to celebrate the 150th anniversary of the Thomas Point Shoal Lighthouse. I was there. And we heard that it just raised nearly $50,000, and that was a sold-out event at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium. Guests did enjoy live music from the Eastport Oyster Boys, always fun, a spirited auction, and speakers who underline the lighthouse's significance. I even scored a $300 bottle of wine for $20 in a wine pull. Proceeds will go to help protecting the National Historic Landmark from rising sea level and other threats. And Lighthouse Manager John Potvin thanked the community for its support, saying the funds will help ensure the iconic screw pile beacon continues to shine for generations to come. It was built in 1875. It remains the last of its kind still standing in its original Chesapeake Bay location. Hey, looking ahead, one of Annapolis's most stylish fundraisers is right around the corner. On September 25th, the William Paca House and Gardens will host the 12th annual Blazers, Bourbon, and Cigars benefiting historic Annapolis. Guests of the male persuasion, take that, you Paca girlfriends, can expect tastings of fine bourbons and whiskeys, hand-rolled cigars, and bites from top chefs all across the town. It's all set against the historic garden backdrop of the Paca Gardens. VIP ticket holders get early access and exclusive perks. Tickets range from $150 to $500, and proceeds go directly to preserving Annapolis's historic landmarks and heritage. For many, the night has become as much about supporting the city's future as it is enjoying a refined evening out. Tickets are available at Annapolis.org. On Friday on K9s and Crosstreks, we met a family. Tennessee, a Chiweenie who is one of 10, and they're not bonded, but they are oh so cute. Now, a Chiweenie is a Chihuahua and Dachshund mix, and we even talked about Annapolis Subaru once again, despite not having Billy there. If you missed our Friday DNB, you want to make sure you give that a listen. And on Saturday on the Local Business Spotlight, we sat down with Jen Moslin from Designs by Jen, a great company if you are ever planning a fun party. They can do it all. So if you missed that, you want to make sure you give that a listen as well. All right, that's a wrap. First off, thank you, as always, for listening and sharing. And a quick thank you to our sponsors for today's Daily News Brief. Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Hospice of the Chesapeake, Fish for a Cure, Interim Healthcare of Annapolis, and the Annapolis Sailboat and Powerboat shows. Now, you want to stay tuned for your local Anne Arundel County weather, and Ann Covington from CovingtonAlsina is here with her Monday Money Report. All of that's coming your way in less than a minute.
It's almost time for Annapolis to shine as the sailing capital of the U.S. with not one, but two incredible boat shows coming to town. First up, the Annapolis Powerboat Show, October 2nd through the 5th. Walk the docks and climb aboard the Mid-Atlantic's largest display of powerboats. Everything from sleek center consoles and wake boats to trawlers and cruisers. Step inside a working U.S. Navy Yard Patrol training vessel. Take a spin straight from the demo dock and shop the latest gear, gadgets, and marine tech. Don't miss Brokerage Cove, where pre-owned boats are priced to move. Add in food, drinks, live music, and plenty of expert advice. It's the perfect fall day on the water. Then 1 week later is the Annapolis Sailboat Show, October 9th through the 12th. The world's largest sailboat show, right in the heart of America's sailing capital. Tour hundreds of monohulls, multi-hulls, and blue water cruisers in Ego Alley and beyond. Check out the latest sails, rigging, and navigation systems, or take part in classes and on-water workshops like the First Sail Experience. Meet world cruisers, stock up on sailing gear, and soak up that legendary waterfront vibe filled with music, food, and salty stories. Two world-class shows, two unforgettable weekends. Tickets and info for both are available now at AnnapolisBoatShows.com. AnnapolisBoatShows.com. Next up, we're diving into today's Eye on Annapolis weather forecast. From sunny skies over the bay to storm warnings that could impact your plans, we've got the details to keep you ahead of the curve. Stay tuned. It's all coming your way in just a moment.
Well, good morning. Here is your weather outlook for the coming days. Today will bring variable clouds with a high of around 80 degrees and an overnight low near 63. It should be fairly comfortable with no big weather disturbances, though a bit of cloud cover may linger at times. It's still a decent day to get outside. Tomorrow turns a bit cooler and more unsettled. Expect mostly cloudy skies, a breezy afternoon, and a chance of rain. High temperatures will be in the low 70s and overnight lows will be hovering near 62. You might want to have a light jacket or umbrella handy, especially later in the day. Wednesday looks to be a cloudy, damp day with a chance of light rain. Highs should reach about 73 with overnight lows near 63. The cloud cover and precipitation may linger, so outdoor plans could be impacted. And as we look ahead to Thursday through Saturday, Thursday should feature variable cloudiness with isolated showers and muggy conditions, temperatures in the upper 70s and low 60s overnight. Friday looks sunnier and warmer with highs edging toward the mid-80s and lower humidity. And Saturday brings a mix of sun and clouds, humid conditions again with highs near 78 and slightly cooler overnight temps. That's your weather wrap for now. Keep an umbrella handy midweek. Enjoy the Sunshine Friday and stay weather aware throughout the week. We'll see you here again tomorrow.
Fish for a day, party for a night, all for a great cause. Don't miss Fish for a Cure's 19th annual fishing tournament and shore party, Saturday, November 1st at Safe Harbor, Annapolis. Register to fish and raise funds for the Cancer Survivorship Program at Luminous Health Anne Arundel Medical Center's Gayton and Joanne D. Cesaris Cancer Institute. All funds raised directly benefit cancer patients and their families. Register your boat or get your shore party ticket for fishforacure.org. Again, that's fishforacure.org. You work hard for your money. Is your money working hard for you? Managing and investing it can be confusing. Ann Covington, a financial planner from CovingtonAlsina, has been helping people make sense of it for nearly 20 years. Are you ready? Now, here's your Monday Money Report.
This is Ann Covington of CovingtonAlsina with your Monday Money Report. The market was up last week, largely based on expectations of a reduction in the Fed funds rate later this month. The concern now is that stocks in the S&P 500 are trading at, on average, 22 times their expected future earnings. Historically, stocks trade around 17 times that number, which theoretically means stocks are overpriced. But as one analyst said, it all depends on what you think a company's future earnings will be. Do we expect big companies, especially tech companies, to leverage artificial intelligence to continue growing? Or will the bubble burst and stocks drop 20%? I certainly don't have a crystal ball. And while past performance doesn't guarantee future returns, I do believe that a diversified stock portfolio will, over time, beat inflation. And on that subject, I recently commented on a post about the price of groceries. While the days of clipping coupons from the Sunday paper have largely passed us by, there are still savings to be had. The first line of defense with your grocery bill is planning. When it fits into your schedule, look at the upcoming week. Inventory your pantry and freezer. Using what you already have on hand and your favorite store's weekly sales flyer, plan your meals to fit with your upcoming week. Busy with kids' activities on Monday? Maybe you plan for tacos using ground beef you cooked on Monday while you were already making dinner. Plan to cook extra of dishes that work as easy leftovers for lunch. Crock-pot meals using beans and less expensive cuts of meat can save both time and money. Once your meals are planned, make a grocery list and be sure to eat before you go to the store. Take note of produce and meats that are on sale. You may want to purchase extra to freeze. Grocery prices, especially for brand-name non-perishable items, rise and fall over a 3-month period. Invest the time to track your family's key purchases. Then, when the price hits the 3-month low, buy a 3-month supply. Typically, when we would get paper coupons, they would come out on the Sunday before the high point of the price cycle. Be sure to download the app for each of your go-to grocery stores. Clip coupons in the app for items you normally buy, but watch the timing of the coupons in comparison with the price cycle of the item. Adding a coupon on top of a low price point is how you start to really save. Your action item this week is to go through your summer clothes. Anything you didn't really wear this past season, donate to your local thrift store. Be sure to get a receipt for your taxes if you itemize deductions. Check out our website at CovingtonAlsina.com or our Facebook page for more information on our upcoming educational events. CovingtonAlsina is a registered investment advisor. Information presented is for educational purposes only, not to make an offer, solicitation for the sale or purchase of any specific securities, investments, or investment strategies. Investments are all risk unless otherwise stated and not guaranteed. Be sure to first consult with a qualified financial advisor under tax professional before planning any strategy discussed herein. Past performance is not indicative of future performance. And if you don't have a financial advisor, come talk to us. This is Ann Covington with CovingtonAlsina.
When someone you love needs care at home, you want more than just help. You want trusted support from people who truly care. That's where Interim Healthcare of Annapolis comes in. Locally owned and serving seniors in Anne Arundel, Baltimore, Charles, Prince George's, and Queen Anne's counties. Interim Healthcare of Annapolis offers personalized in-home care that's flexible, reliable, and compassionate. From Alzheimer's and dementia care to assistance with bathing, dressing, fall prevention, transportation to appointments, and even 24-hour care. Interim of Annapolis also offers respite care to give family caregivers a much-needed break. With Interim Healthcare of Annapolis, you get the backing of a trusted national network and the heart of a hometown provider. Call Art Dandridge at 443-808-1003 or visit interim.com/Annapolis to learn more. That's interim.com/Annapolis. Interim Healthcare of Annapolis. Personalized service at home, peace of mind, and always there when you need care. You've been listening to the Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, IAnnapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at IOnAnnapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.